don't know why, but I just keep eating it. Today we're gonna be trying some potato chips. Could these be the world's best chips? These are actually really expensive. I found this in Taiwan for $33, and I've heard so much about these particular potato chips. This is gonna be our fine eating segment where we actually get to try out this. Now, I'm a person who's all about purity, and when I tend to look for something good, I look for simple ingredients done really well. And the thing about this particular paint can, well, yeah, it kind of looks like a paint can, right? Is that it actually only is made out of olive oil, sea salt, and potatoes. Pretty simple. I guess it's kind of like Lay's, but I'd imagine it being a little bit better than Lay's because Lay's is pretty thin and oily. Let's hope that this is exactly what we're looking for. Now, the interesting thing about these particular chips is that they come from Spain. They're actually made by, it's a family company, 1932. They basically built up this business over the many years, and it's been passed along through the family. But it didn't really kind of receive international recognition until we saw it in like films such as Parasite, the Oscar-winning Korean film, as well as being promoted, well, maybe not intentionally, but by BTS. And they're really expensive. I mean, you're talking about $33. Oh my gosh. I'm guessing that there's some sort of legendary quality to these potatoes, and when I looked into it, I was actually quite surprised. The first thing I spotted when I saw this was that, you know, I found out that there's this sign right here that basically says it's GQ, basically gastro quality. I don't know what that means, but it's basically been certified by this organization named ANOR. I don't know what that means. So one thing I noticed is that this is actually not easily opened. If I wanted to open it up, I'd probably need something to pry it open, just like any kind of paint can. So I'm gonna get a tool. Let's open it up and give it a shot, okay? So I just opened this up and a bunch of air just popped through. I'm guessing it's been sealed airtight, which means it's probably really fresh. I'm hoping this is really good. Okay, so wow, look at that. Look at those chips, looks beautiful. All right, let's give it a shot. Since I like chips that are pretty simple, I'm not a chip connoisseur, but I'd imagine that this would be a chip connoisseur's chip. So here's a look of it. So if you want to take a look, that's the chip. So it looks slightly thicker than what you'd see from Lay's. Wow, they're pretty good. So one thing I noticed first of this is that it's a lot lighter. It's quite good. It has a similar feeling to Lay's, but one of the biggest differences I'm noticing here on this chip is that it feels slightly thicker than Lay's because Lay's just kind of crinkles up and turns into dust. But this has a definite shape. It's a light golden yellow. The taste when you bite into it isn't as oily as what you see from other chips that have kind of the similar style of like oil and salt. I could see myself eating this when I'm like kind of just chilling out and snacking. I'm not sure about the price range, though. $33 for like a snacking session in front of a TV. They're not heavy, surprisingly, for these type of chips. They don't feel heavy. They don't feel like they're kind of like weighing you down with each bite, and as you kind of continue to eat more. It keeps your palate relatively neutral, and you can still feel a little bit of the oil and the salt, but it's not overwhelming. I would recommend these. Would I call it the world's best potato chip? I mean, I don't have a lot to go by. I've had a lot of chips including some boutique chips. And quite often those boutique brands that you find in the United States, they tend to have like really thick cuts in their potato chips. This isn't that. So when you look at the multiple pieces, you're gonna actually find that, you know, it is coming from different parts of the potato. You know, you're seeing the different sizes and different depths of the potato, and this is probably on the thinner end of it. This is probably the center of it. I don't know why I'm not stopping. This should have been over by now. I don't think I'm gonna stop eating this, but thanks for stopping by and experiencing these chips with me. Been waiting a while to make this video because I saw this a while ago. Okay, see you later. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this and things related to the adventures in fine living, whether that be food or travel or just your general home tech, come join me. Yeah, it's a paint can.